On the table, a smooth block of kinetic sand sits perfectly still. Its surface is flat, soft, and clean, ready for satisfying shape cutting. The color of the kinetic sand is relaxing and pleasant to watch. Slow, steady hands enter the frame. There is no rush. This is a moment made only for kinetic sand shape cutting. A sharp, clean cutter moves closer, preparing to cut perfect shapes. The cutter touches the kinetic sand. Slice. The kinetic sand opens smoothly. This is the first shape-cutting moment. The cut is clean, straight, and extremely satisfying. The sound of kinetic sand cutting feels calm and relaxing. The cutter moves again. Another shape-cutting slice divides the kinetic sand into two perfect parts. Inside, the texture looks silky and soft. The kinetic sand holds its shape beautifully, showing why kinetic sand shape cutting is so satisfying to watch. The sand is pressed gently into a neat rectangle. The edges are smooth. The surface is flat. This shape is ready for more satisfying cutting shapes. Now the cutter begins cutting shapes slowly. The kinetic sand is cut into perfect cube shapes. One cube, then another cube. Each shape-cutting slice is slow and precise. The cubes separate cleanly and fall softly. The rhythm of kinetic sand shape cutting is peaceful and relaxing. Watching these perfect shapes form is deeply satisfying. All the cube shapes are gathered together and gently pressed into a round shape. The kinetic sand forms a smooth dome. This new shape is perfect for more shape cutting. The cutter circles the dome carefully. Clean shape cutting. A perfect ring shape slides away from the kinetic sand. The edges are sharp. The shape is flawless. This is pure, satisfying kinetic sand shape cutting. The dome is sliced again into thin shape layers. Each layer separates slowly and stacks neatly. The repeated cutting shape's motion calms the mind and relaxes the body. Next, the kinetic sand is reshaped into a long brick shape. Straight lines are pressed across the top. These lines guide the shape-cutting process. The cutter follows the lines. Row by row, the kinetic sand separates into perfect rectangular shapes. Every kinetic sand-cutting shape is clean, smooth, and even. No mess, no broken shapes. Only perfect, satisfying shape cutting. The sand is shaped into a simple heart shape. The edges are smoothed gently. The cutter slices through the center, splitting the heart into two equal shapes. This shape-cutting moment feels calm and balanced. The remaining kinetic sand is pushed into a soft pile. Even now, the sand holds its form. The cutter slices through the pile, creating natural cutting shapes with smooth edges and soft sounds. Finally, the kinetic sand is pressed into one last perfect square shape. The surface is flat. The edges are clean. This is the final kinetic sand shape-cutting moment. The cutter makes a slow, deep cut. The shape separates perfectly.